Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tanisha J, and we are here with Inspirational Moments. And today we have an amazing guest. We have Amy Philbert. She's going to tell you guys about her new project, which is entitled Connie. You guys are going to be in for a treat. So, hey, what's up, Amy? How you doing on today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, good. Glad that you are able to be here on the show. Thank you for accepting the invitation.
Yes, thank you so much for the invitation. I'm super excited.
Okay, well, go ahead and tell the listeners who may not know you who you are and about your new project, and then where they can find you.
Newest project I have has really called Connie, which is a thriller, and it is currently streaming now on Tubi. So it is free to download, and it's a watch. And again, that's called.
Okay, for you guys that didn't hear what she said, her movie is entitled Connie and it's streaming now on Tubi. So you guys want to check out Tubi because this film is amazing. She'll be clicking back in because we're having just a little technical difficulties with um, the internet. But I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of insight about Amy. Amy actually started writing at the age of 9 and she discovered that's when she loved creative writing, and she started writing short stories and poems, and that's when she seen that that was her success. She was able to publish a poem in a book at the age of 12, and also at the age of 13 she was selected to give a speech to the National Junior Honor Society. Give me a moment. Let's see. Hey, Amy.
Hi, Tanisha.
All right. Well, we can still do audio. It's totally fine. So go ahead and where you picked up, where you left off. Just let the listeners know who you are, about your film, and then where they can find you on social media as well as any type of website.
All right, awesome. And you can hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you great.
Okay. I'm so sorry. The internet at the library is down, so we're struggling.
Okay.
All right. So my name is Amy Philbert. I am a filmmaker, and locally, I'm currently in Virginia right now. That's kind of where I'm doing all of my projects. You can find me on social media, on Facebook at Amy Philbert, or you can follow Connie, the Future Film, or Junior High Days. So the current project that is out is going to be Connie, and that is currently streaming for free on Tubi. If you also want to follow on Instagram, you can follow me under Amy Cerna 1028, and Cerna is with an F. Or you can follow Connie underscore the feature underscore film, or Junior High Days all together. And Days is DAZE.
Well, I know that they're gonna love it. The trailer was amazing, and so I guess what inspired you to do this particular film?
So it was really interesting. When I was still living in Arizona, I woke up from a nightmare. And the last kind of vision before I opened my eyes was just this demonic little girl in front of my face. And I could not shake that image. I could not get it out of my head. And I really felt like God was like, you need to do something with this. So I decided to write a film about it. And at first, I was thinking, okay, well, this will be like a straight horror film. And then something in me was like, no, you need to do something more with this, something a little better. So I started researching mental health conditions, and one that really matched up with this vision in my head, that seemed to kind of have all the matching traits, was schizophrenia. So I thought, this is a really great outlet to be able to connect people and to kind of open that door into what schizophrenia is and to help advocate for people. So there's people out there who don't understand what schizophrenia is. This is a very small visualization of what those people who do have schizophrenia actually go through. And I just thought it was a great tool to be able to kind of understand certain mental health issues and be able to advocate for those who can't.
Right. Well, I mean, that's a great, great way to implement that into the film. And so, I guess, when did you actually know that you wanted to do writing? I mean, what inspired you to do that, and what age?
I was probably about 9, and I didn't go to the most rich school. We were a very poor school, and I don't feel like we were given a lot of freedom. It was a lot of, you just do whatever the textbook says. And I remember my teacher allowing us to do a creative writing assignment, and we were supposed to write a short story, and we could write it on whatever we wanted. And I just, at that moment, I just thought that was the greatest thing. And just being able to have that freedom, I didn't realize that I was allowed to have prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I was about age 9, and it was that short story in my class that really was the time in my life where I said, I want to do this forever.
Well, you have done some amazing things. I read on your biography where it showed all of your accomplishments, and you have, I mean, creative writing. I mean, you've developed so many different things. So I am so honored to see what you've done, because I know we had talked about a few things before, and just to see it coming into fruition, I'm saying congratulations, because I am just so inspired just to be able to know we talked about a lot of different things, and then to see it come to pass. That's an inspirational moment in itself. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. And I so much appreciate that, because you personally, I think you and I have seen just small struggles that we have each gone through in our journey, and I look up to you, and I appreciate you so much, because you are so strong in your passion, and it's being connected to people like you that really help inspire me to keep on going.
Well, thank you. And so in your life, who's been an inspiration just in your personal life? And then the next question would be in the film production entertainment world.
Okay, so in my personal life, first and foremost, God. Next would be my husband, and I would say my grandmother. She recently passed, so that's been kind of a struggle, but she has always been there for me. And my Uncle Brian. Those are the 4 people who, no matter what, they do not leave my side, whether it's personal or health related or film related. So super blessed to have them.
Right. Well, my condolences about your grandmother. I know how it is when we have a loss, but like you said, her words of wisdom and just different memories that you have will always be there, just to inspire you and keep you motivated to do what you're doing.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And in the entertainment and film world, who's been an inspiration?
Probably just about the same people. My husband, he is so positive, and so I think he sees more in me than I see in myself, and so he's really my personal cheerleader. And just seeing all of his accomplishments in the music world. So my husband, my uncle, who again has just always been there and supported me and pushed for me, and just he's so amazing. And I would say also I don't know if some of the listeners might not know this, but I'm actually related to the late Fay Ray, who was Andaro in the very first King Kong that came out in 1933.
Okay.
So yeah, she's my great aunt, and I never got to meet her in person, but I really feel like her successes and her legacy just really live in me,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to continue that on.
Yes, I mean, sometimes it's in the DNA.
Yeah.
And so when you look back at your family tree, you're like, "Oh, they did that," so that's great. And
Well,
so,
it's really interesting because I actually didn't know that I was related to her until I was somewhere between my mid and late 20s, and I was already getting into film and modeling at that point. So I had no idea, why was I so passionate about this?
right,
And then my uncle was the one who was actually like, "Oh, did you know?" I was like, "No, but it makes sense."
right. And so, I guess give us just a little insight, about your journey with starting uh, doing film and your agencies and just different things that you've started working on. Just give us a little insight, just to give the listeners a little more personal insight about you.
Okay. Um, where to begin? Um, like you all already heard, I've been um, writing, creative writing since I was 9. And it started out in short stories and poetry. And I started writing kind of like a longer book at that time. But, life happened and I kind of had a really long pause as I got a little older just because I got married and had children and they were really young. And I just didn't have the time or the support in my life at the time to really support my dream of being a writer. And so I didn't actually pick it up again until my mid 20s when at that time I was dating somebody who was already a model and he convinced me that like, hey, you should really try getting into modeling. Um, and I was a little bit hesitant because I am a plus size girl. And, at the time I really was like, well, that's for size 0 girls. And I'm not, but it just kept at me again. And I decided to go for it. And I went for my first photo shoot and, started kind of getting around people who were in film and modeling. And I thought, you know what, this is my chance to go ahead and get back into it. But instead of poetry and short story, I'm going to write film. So it's been a journey since then. I would say it's been probably 12 or 13 years now that I have been in the struggle and writing film constantly. And I always had this thing where I wanted to help other people because I think it stemmed from when I actually went to get an agent when I was still living in Arizona. They signed me on. However, it wasn't before they looked me in my face and told me that I was too heavy and I wasn't that pretty. And I probably would never do anything besides maybe being a mom on a sitcom. They told me I would never do runway. And they actually told me that I needed to change my appearance because at the time I had black hair. And they told me that there is no mother that has black hair, which was kind of an idiotic thing to say. But yeah, they really wanted to change me. And I don't believe in changing people. I think everybody is beautiful and special in their own way. So that's when I set out on my journey to open my own company. I started the idea of it when I was in Arizona, and when I moved to Virginia, that's when I actually opened it, and it became an LLC, and that's called AS Plus Modeling. And I started representing people, other people, and it didn't matter to me your age, your race. It didn't matter to me if you were plus or super skinny or if you had a disability, because I feel like there's a spot for everybody in this world. So I wanted to be that person that helped support everybody. And then I kind of stopped agent work to really focus on the writing side of things and the filming side of things. So then I opened Amy Philbert Films. And I am still running both of those companies, but they are really, really driven towards just film writing, writing for other producers, and I do my own casting for all of the projects that I film for myself.
Well, that is truly amazing, and I'm just so inspired because, like I said, I remember we talked about a lot of different things, and you're actually doing it. So, if there's a listener out there and they're wanting to get into film or entertainment, or they just need that encouragement, what would you give them as far as an inspirational moment for today?
I would say just remember that it's really hard. The industry is really hard, but I feel like with really hard things and things that you have to wait for, that's when the greatest reward comes. So don't ever stop. Keep going. It does not matter what anybody says. I mean, just on an honest note here, I do not have the family support that I would hope for. And there are lots of family members who have actually cut me out and do not acknowledge me. And they should be the people who are closest to me. And I have to work through that. And so I would say to anybody that just remember that those people who do not clap for you, it's okay, because there are so many other people who are clapping for you. And first and foremost, you need to clap for yourself.
Exactly, exactly. That was so great. And so, go ahead, just for the listeners who may have tuned in late, re-give them your social media and website and where they can see the Connie.
Absolutely. So we're not running the website any longer. I am. Everything is going through social media because it's more fun, and I feel like I can engage with everybody a little bit more that way. But you can follow me on Facebook under Amy AMY Philbert, and it's PHILB like boy ERT. Also, if you want to follow any of the fun stuff or the interviews and all of that for Connie, you can do that on Facebook at Connie the Feature Film. And also on Instagram, I'm under Amy Cerna, and it's SERNA 1028. Or you can also follow under Connie the Feature Film. And we do have another project that we're going to be filming at the end of July into August that's called Junior High Days. So if you want to jump on that, it is a very family friendly, very Disney level type show, and it's on Facebook and on Instagram under Junior High Days, and it's DAZE. And currently Connie, CONNIE, is streaming for free on Tubi.
All right. Well, I am just so excited just to have you on the show and just to hear about all the wonderful things that you have going on. At this time, if you'd like, you can give your heys, your what's ups, your shout outs to all your friends, family, and followers.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. First and foremost comes God. I want to thank God for everything. He has been so prominent in my life, and I would not be where I am without him and his guidance. I would also like to give a shout out to my husband, Blaze, for always being the shoulder that I need when I need it and being the biggest cheerleader I have. I want to thank Ariana Harris, Delilah Hefner, and Erica Cerna, who were the three young ladies who actually really made Connie happen. They took on such a huge undertaking and on such a huge topic, and they were all so young and did such an amazing job. Also to my Uncle Brian, again, who has never left me and who's always supported me, and to literally everybody on the cast and crew of Connie and just in my life who have supported and who have always been clapping for me. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Well, you guys just heard your inspirational moments with Amy Philbert. All right. Well, go ahead and make sure you guys like, follow, and share. And you can also go on YouTube and subscribe. So I'm looking for subscribers. So go ahead and support your girl. All right. Until we meet again, see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. All right, Amy, I'll call you.